Padres are playing on despite that COVID outbreak that has nearly a fifth of the team out of action. That includes 3 of the team's top hitters. Our ABC 10 News reporter Jeff Lasky reveals why Major League Baseball is keeping the Padres on the field instead of postponing the games.
Looking at today's Padres lineup, even Padres fans may not recognize all the names, but they will notice who's missing. Fernando Tatis Jr. and Will Myers, both now out with COVID.
The most difficult thing is you're just not sure what's next in a situation like this.
It's that unsurety that also had key players Jurickson Profar and Jorge Mateo put on the injured list. Then Eric Hosmer pulled in the middle of Tuesday's game. Scott Miller is a longtime National Baseball writer. We talked about how Major League Baseball is handling COVID outbreaks.
Baseball is trying to keep things on the field, to keep the games going.
Miller says the key is quickly isolating players who test positive and quarantining those who were in close contact with them. In some cases, games have been postponed, but in others, the games go on.
On the surface, it's confusing for people within the game, let alone fans, to look and say a month or so ago, the Nationals had to miss a number of games. And why did they have to do that, whereas the Padres continue to play?
The determining factor comes from tracking bands that each player is wearing this year to handle contact tracing. That's what dictated that Hosmer, Profar, and Mateo couldn't play, but the rest of the team could. If a team has 85% of its uniformed personnel vaccinated, the COVID restrictions are relaxed. The Padres say they're close, but they haven't yet hit that mark.
But baseball is using that 85% threshold to try to induce its labor force to get vaccinated.
For now, the Padres will have to stay afloat until the outbreak ends. Jeff Lasky, ABC 10 News.
And despite the sudden roster upheaval, the Padres won the first game of today's doubleheader in Colorado thanks to a grand slam by Victor Caratini.